I'm not going to be able to do this on my own. And I understand he's a dad of 2 kids and husband, has a job that will be relatively important, I suppose, to some folks. Um, and I just needed someone to be able to look me in the eye and tell me that they commit to it. So I didn't feel like I was abusing the privilege or anything like that. And he was right on with it. And so that's what we had. So that was a great thing, and I appreciate Adam. So Adam was the one that got me started on the website and everything along those lines. And then I met another gentleman. You might have heard my story about how at 50 years old I decided that watching my son play baseball this year, I got the bug that, hey, maybe I still see myself as a 25-year-old athlete, and I'm going to go ahead and try to play some softball. And I met a gentleman named Luke, and he has a company, InfoQuest, and heck of a nice guy. Welcomed me to the team. I wasn't very successful, a little brittle for a 50-year-old. But I reached out to him, not really understanding his business, and said, hey, love to talk to you sometime if you have a few minutes, just to kind of see if there's something he could kind of steer me in the direction of. Well, Luke, after several weeks of us missing each other, got together with me, and I shared with him via a link or two what it was I was doing. And it was just basically, wow, I had no idea. And a couple days after that, he called me up and said, Jim, he said, I have a guy that works with me that just really believes in what you're doing. And I'm sorry, I'm walking and pacing here with the background. If I'm making you dizzy, I apologize. But he said, I got a guy that really believes in what you're doing, just has some ideas he'd like to share with you if you're open to that. And we'd be willing to help in any way he can. So absolutely. So he turned me on to a gentleman named Toby Valora. Hope I said his last name correctly. But Toby is, just brilliant. If you guys have seen the website, the design, the fact that he was able to link up all of my things together. He's the one that did the drone video of me this past weekend that got published recently. It's really impressive. He does that professionally. And he did all this just because he believed in my statement and what I'm looking to accomplish. I'll never be able to thank him enough. But what was funny about it all is, so I didn't want to feel like I was stepping on Adam's toes because he was trying to fit me into his busy life and work with me and support me. And but I also didn't want to have to dump everything on him. And also, Toby took anything Adam did and took it to the factor of 10. So I copied them both in an email and said, look guys, Adam's been great to me. Don't want to step on his toes, but Toby's just brilliant, and I'd like to kind of utilize him. And frankly, I leave Monday when I'm out on the road. If you two guys, if I have a question or can work together, it'd be really appreciated. So I had no sooner sent that email out than Adam jumped back on board and said, that name sounds familiar. He's like, I wonder if I've met this guy before. And sure enough, to show you how small the world it is, Adam, when I first met him 12, 14 years ago now, was a recruiter for one of the technical schools. And as it turns out, Toby was somebody that approached Adam's technical school, and Adam recruited him, and in fact signed him up at his technical school. And they remembered each other because one of Adam's hobbies is he makes Texas Hold'em poker tables. He makes them for fun. And back in the day when it was the rage, we'd have some games down in his basement. And he, in fact, felt so connected to Toby as a prospective student, he invited him to one of the games. So Toby's like, I think if you're the guy I'm thinking about, I played poker down your basement with you guys one time. So here's this small world where it's very likely that 10, 12 years ago, that Adam and Toby definitely got together. There's a chance I was down there playing a few hours of poker with these guys as well. And then here we are 12 hours later, not knowing each other and coming together for this common cause. And it's just a small world, and it was kind of a neat story. So I'll never be able to thank Adam and Toby enough. Adam has been a good friend to me for a long time. We've shared some deep, dark secrets with each other. We've been there for each other. We've laughed a lot. One of the greatest things about Adam, I have to tell you, is something that I talk to my kids about, and I'm going to talk about that maybe tomorrow. But there's a certain gift that a lot of people have, but not everybody has it, and that's the ability to laugh at yourself. I think Adam would admit, as will our little circle of friends, that Adam gives us way more ammunition to make fun of him and pick on him than any human deserves. But that having been said, he doesn't run from it and hide it and get offended by it. He just embraces it and laughs at himself for being a goof, and that's a special trait. So I try to teach my kids that, and he does it way better than I ever could. So Adam, love you. Thank you for everything you've done. Toby, I've only met you for a few short weeks now, but your generosity, your friendship, your willingness to help and make this something special has just been phenomenal, and I'll always love you for that too. So guys, thank you for that. I'm going to sign off now. I hope that you'll take a look for me on Pennsylvania A Good Day PA. Airs on ABC, local Central PA, 12:30 on the 5th, and hopefully, you guys, along with people that see me on there, will understand what I'm trying to do here, and we won't just have 10 people show up at this send-off. And the send-off isn't about me. As I said, look, I know a lot of times on the weekend you just try to find something to do with the family, have some quality time. So go ahead and come on out. Tell the neighbors, tell the friends. Look, let's just go do this one time. Maybe 6 months from now, this Point the Thumb journey turns into something just big. Maybe it does. And what a cool thing if you're able to look with your kids and point back and take some pictures and go, hey, we were there, at the kickoff before it even started. So, lastly, I spent the last couple of days taking the kids to see my mom, their grandmom, up in Massachusetts, and I met a bunch of good people up there. Not a ton, but a bunch. And just like I've been facing everywhere I go, real support and belief in what I'm doing, and people follow us. So thank you guys up in New England for following me. I'm sorry that my kids' Eagles, took down the Patriots in the Super Bowl this year, but hey, somebody had to lose, right? Anyway, Grace, Kira, Landon, all right, guys, I love you very much. That's the other thing, too. So if you'll see, some of the things is I'm slowly collecting knickknacks, and unfortunately, I don't say how to know, I shouldn't say knickknacks, but I've got a bracelet on. This is Believe. It was given to me by Maria. She's one of the grandmothers of one of my son's teammates, and it's important. It's on my wrist for this whole trip. I've got that watch. I think I told you guys that's right twice a day, and will only be right twice a day. And then I've got another bracelet that someone was given to me. Someone had given to me to know. So I have a sneaky suspicion that by the time this journey ends for me, I'm gonna be like some waiter or waitress at one of the local chains with a bunch of flair and swag and bracelets and doodads up and down my arm. And that's okay too. The other thing that people have asked me about that I'm noticing is I wear a hat because it just absorbs a lot of sweat, and bring a hand towel. But I'm going to be burning through these things like crazy. So there's a part of me that's going to, when I stop at these folks' homes, or they're kind enough to let me into their home for the day or night, and I get to know them, that maybe they have a hat of a favorite team or a favorite organization, and maybe that they'll give me a hat to wear to absorb the sweat, and I can do that as I make my next day's journey, because I'm going to burn through these things pretty quick. By the time I'm done in a day, this hat here will weigh about 4 or 5 pounds.